What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new edition of the Influence Show. My name is Michael Blessed, and joining me as always is Emmanuel Enejo.
That's it, man.
How you doing?
Very well, bro.
Man,
we're not shaking today, right?
No, we're not shaking.
Sure, you're not shocked though, because Corona is still very much,
Yeah, no matter
around.
how it is, the Lord is on our side, so
fact.
we are strong.
But then we should protect ourselves, and
Sure.
of course, we need to do observe social distance. Right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like it always been saying, like health aides, they've been saying we should be giving ourselves some distance. Now we've been keeping it, and the Lord has been helping us.
That's right. Truth be told, we are not good at the social distance things. Let's not deceive ourselves.
We're only trying our
right?
best.
Before you know it, you're already making mistakes, shaking on the street. And of course,
sure.
Everywhere is jam-packed, man.
You know?
I think that we should, observe social distance.
Yeah,
no
sure.
matter what.
And the Lord, we should seek for God's help. For God to help us and protect us.
Facts, man.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
So how has it been, man?
Man, bro,
Yeah.
I'm fine, but at the same time, I'm not fine.
What's up? What about this guy? You're
Man,
fine,
bro,
and you're not fine.
bro, I'm mad. I'm mad with my bank, man.
Wow.
Like, I think very soon, right?
Wow.
If these guys did not change, if you did not change, right, then I would have to change my bank.
Man, I think I have same experience as yours, because I have issue with my bank as well.
I don't even feel so well mentioning their names, on this show right now, because doing so will do free adverts for them, and that should not be right. But then for the fact that people really need to know them, I'm going to say their name once on this show. And of course, it's Access Bank, man.
Wow.
The stamp duty charges these days, man, bro, is crazy. How on earth will they be charging 100 naira, 200 naira every other week? Depending on how much is entering your account. The more money that comes to your account, the more stamp duty they deduct.
I think
like, I'm fed up with the whole stamp duty thing.
I think I've been getting some complaint like that too, and I have such an experience as well.
It's alright.
I think I would like to mention my bank too. It's Eco Bank.
Alright.
What I don't know. I think they are trying to play some policy or some things like that, because the way things are going with our banks now, with the banking systems, I don't think most of them are really ready to work, because from the look of things, their mode of operation now is very weak, and the way they extort money from customers, man, it's something else. Because imagine stamp duty every week. How do they maintain your account?
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm fed up.
Imagine I could have some amount of money in my account, and I'll be restricted from withdrawing such amount from my account, because they will be telling me this is the limit you can withdraw. Where is it gone?
It's why you have you will deposit originally 10,000 naira in your bank account, for instance, and going there to withdraw it, they will tell you that you only take 9,000 naira.
Man,
that's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. I think they should all up their games though.
Yeah, sure.
If they do not really want people to start running from them, because like I always say, the solution to every problem is of course the opposite, right?
Sure.
Guess what I did the last time?
Tell me, I'm listening.
The last time somebody sent money to me, but they fear that it's Friday, and this guys is every Friday they usually deduct their stamp duty. So for the fear that these guys will see money in my account and of course deduct my 200 naira, I have to move the money immediately. Do you understand? Yes. Even though the transfer was done twice, I took on the pain on myself to say, this money, I need to move it immediately, because if I do not move it means they are going to deduct the ridiculous 200 naira. So the solution, right? If these guys are not going to do anything serious about this, then I will encourage people to start taking their money from their account, right? By so doing, I think that they will get more serious with their customers.
Yeah, I told you I was tempted to.
Or better still, you close your account with them completely.
I was tempted to withdraw, to take away my money from my bank. Some weeks ago, because I can't imagine myself being restricted transfer from my own money again. I don't understand why I would deposit some amount of money into my account and they will give me the limit I'll be able to withdraw. That is outside charging me for taking care of my bank, outside the stamp duty or this is, and they will still restrict it from so amount. That is this amount you can withdraw. So man, I think I'm.
So what did you do as well?
No, I like I told you, I was tempted to
okay, you moved all your money.
My money from there.
That's
because,
right. That's right.
You know, from even their banking system is becoming so poor. You get so. I think
that's how we start telling them, right? That's how we start telling them to really up their game.
Yeah, sure.
Because without the customers,
the system is really poor.
All right. Without them taking care of their customers, I'm sure they won't be in business.
Yeah, sure.
If they are really there for the customers, then they should up their game and of course be mindful of how they treat their customers.
You know, we are Nigerians. We want them. We love their business and we want them to keep to be in the game. So
of course,
what we advise you to do, please, you need to upgrade your systems, your mode of banking and the rest.
And if they fail to do that, you either close your account as a customer or each time money hits your account, you
move it immediately because
I tell you. I'm sure it's not only EcoBank that you bank with, right?
Yeah, sure.
Myself, I don't have just one bank account, right? Yeah. And so we also know what other banks have been doing.
Yeah.
So if the so-called bank duty, what is it called? Stamp duty, right? If the so-called stamp duty is as worse as it is in my own case now, in the other banks, for instance, then I should be complaining about them now. So for the fact that some other banks are there and I am not complaining about them, it shows that if you, Mr. A, is not doing well, I'm moving to Mr. B.
Sure, definitely.
That's the cure to all of this mess, man.
You know, when you're not getting what you want, when you're not getting satisfaction from Mr. A, you move to Mr. B. That's how business is being done. So it's a competitive business. So if you're not serving me well, I don't have two options than to move to the next banking, to the next bank.
Yeah,
do you understand?
Yeah.
So
the reason why I said I was sad though, and I was not happy about that.
Sure. I can see.
It's good we address this, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So and again, I'm happy, right? Because the Lord's remembrance for today was, of course, was blessed, and because it was such a remarkable one as always, man. And of course, I learned that Mom C is in town, bro.
Sure.
Let's talk about this, man.
She's in town, man.
All right.
It's been good. I know. Yeah. It's been a while. Setting my eyes on her, and such a great experience for me to see her again this year because I think it's been long I've seen her. So I'm happy she's around now.
No, I need you to tell the world about Mom C right now.
No, Mom C is the best in the world.
All right.
Need to know she's the best. She is the kind of mommy that everybody wants to have.
Tell them, bro.
Man.
This is your time to sell Mom C now. Tell the world about
where I am now. I think she contributes a lot to it because she's my best mom. She's the best mom I've ever had. In fact.
So what's her name though?
Her name is Comfort Michael.
Oh, that's right.
That's her name.
This is Comfort, man.
Really,
we are proud of you.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, your son is here.
Yeah, sure.
He is very much proud of you as well.
Seriously, I'm proud of you wherever you are.
All right,
anywhere I am, I'm proud of you, man. Thumbs up to you, Mom. I love you.
Of course, by God's grace, we will see her shortly after now, man.
Definitely.
Let's go.
May God be with you, man.
Yeah.
May God bless you really good,
God bless you, Mom C.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Back to business again, a lot of things have gone down over the weeks and over some few months ago, and we would like to again still do some touches again and see if the way forward. Do you get? A lot of things has happened. We've lost so many of our leaders, future leaders, and our youths. As now, I think we want to use this opportunity again to say we really love them. We really appreciate their doings and will ever remain to remember them. Absolutely. You understand? So we are going to be talking today about the way forward. Indeed,
we really need to speak to ourselves.
Yeah, sure. Because we've already taken the movement, the step already there. The youth can now stand for themselves, they can speak, and our voice can now be heard. You understand? So the way forward it takes some level of discipline to get to some level, to get to some point. But you need somebody or someone who can still be pushing you forward. Do you understand?
And this is why we are here, bro.
Thank you very much. That's why we are here. We are going to be talking about the way forward.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Understand?
That's
so
right.
Today, expect more. I think we have lots and lots more to give today. You understand? Yeah. So that is how it is. So today, our leaders, we are pleased to announce that our leaders they pay more attention to us.
They now pay attention to us. You think so?
Yeah, sure. Because
you think so? If they truly are paying more attention to us, well, it's good that they are paying more attention to us, but they don't care about us.
Definitely. Yeah.
Is it two different things, right?
Yes.
The fact that you are paying attention to somebody does not mean that you are caring for that person, right? And so, the fact that they care about us, we are still doubting it. Yes. If they truly care about us, bro,
like then they claim to be.
They should. Nobody should call DJ Switch to start threatening her. If they truly care about the youth of this country, right, then those people's account that were free, that were freezed, shouldn't have been freezed, right? And so the woman that's been restricted from traveling out of the country shouldn't have been restricted, right? So I do not really think that our leaders really care about us.
Where my point of view, I'm trying to let's not say they're not paying attention to us.
So good, they are paying attention to us.
They are paying attention to us.
But do they care for us?
That's the point. Yeah. What we are banging on today now is, do they really care about us?
All right.
Because if they claim to listen to us, they pay attention to us, they should show us that indeed their actions should speak. Like indeed they really care for us. They really want us to progress. So, do you understand? So that's how it is,
Because looking at the incident that happened at the Loki toll gate on the 20th of October 2020, it's a sign that these persons, they don't care about us. How on earth will lives, will so many lives be lost? And you keep playing politics with these souls, and you think you will sleep comfortably in your various homes? I'm sure those guys that went there to shoot, it's somebody that gave them the instruction to go and shoot those guys that were, being part of a peaceful protest. If they care about us, they shouldn't have taken that decision in the first place. Then our life should matter to them. If they truly care about us, how comes we are having, the insurgent group take over every place, almost everywhere in this country? If they truly care about us, how comes our students, they are still on strike? How comes ASSU is still on strike? If they truly care about us, how comes they have not come to terms with ASSU till now? These guys have stayed at home for more than 6 months now, if I'm correct.
No, more than, sure.
If they truly care about us, they should have sorted out ASSU's problem since. Of course, those guys need to go back to school. Until they start doing all of these things, until they start placing value on our education system, until they start placing, value on the life of the innocent citizens in this country, then we don't believe that they care about us.
Let me say I'm blessed because this is coming forward today. Our leaders, they have dragged us to some point. And then, what I expect, what we are doing now is that we are refusing to be dragged further. Do you understand? If they say they really care about us, if they truly care about the life of the citizens of this country, then they should change their mentalities.
Absolutely, man.
They should change their ways of governing.
Absolutely, man.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Imagine you say you care, they say they care about us. They claim to care about the citizens of this country, but no, they don't care about us. They are only paying attention to us. Do you understand? So if they truly care about the citizens of this country, then they should lift those bans. They should lift all those things they are doing. As in, for instance, freezing the accounts of the youths, restricting the lady from traveling outside, and all this education system. They should work on it.
That's right, man.
Do you understand?
We cannot overemphasize that.
Let me tell you something. If you leave the student at home, the rate of crime is still increasing. And let me tell you something. Somebody says, if the poor man is not at rest, is not at peace, the rich man won't be at peace as well.
That's what it
because
is, man.
when the crime is still increasing, keep increasing every day, it will still affect them.
That's what it is.
So
man.
what we are advising our leaders to do is to take the appropriate measurement. What they need to do, they should do it on time before things get out of hand.
That is what it is.
Do you understand?
That's what it is, man.
So the way forward, let's look at the way forward.
Because
the problem they have is that they don't care about our educational system because their children is not here. Their children are not here. That's why they keep running. They kept abandoning our own youth, our own students here at home in the streets without saying anything about them. They should reach an agreement with the ASSU. Do you understand? Things should be put in place so that those students will go back to school.
And that has to be done very, very fast to do. The earlier the better. We really have no time to waste, man.
These
guys
are
have stayed in the house for quite some times now, and of course it's not getting any better with them staying at home.
And it's not fun.
You guys should do something about this, man. And of course, back to the main reason why we are here now.
Yeah, sure.
We really need to speak to our fellow youths out there. I'm sure you all, know the reality on ground.
Sure.
You now know how these guys don't truly care about you.
Us. Yeah.
But the question is, are you going to abandon yourself as well? If they don't care about you, won't you care for yourself? If they don't care about you, then shouldn't you care about those who live around you?
Yeah.
Come on. If we should copy anything at all, not a bad habit. So we should not say maybe because we are not receiving any level of cares from these persons, then we ourselves we should now act in kind. No, that's not why we're here. That is not an option. We need you to be more serious with your life. Be more serious with everything that has to do with your education. Even while you're at home, you can be doing one or two things.
Yes.
Engage yourselves in one or two activities, man. Do not allow yourself to be an idle man.
Yeah.
Because by so doing, you become the devil's workshop, they said, right?
Sure, yeah. And I do my workshop.
Yeah, I need you to at all times be engaged in one or two things. Right? That's for the student. And of course,
let me add to the student.
Let's go.
You're a student, and we are complaining about our leaders are not taking they are not taking appropriate measurement what they need to do about the ASSU strike.
Yeah.
So what my question to the student is, you've been at home for 2-3 months. Can you just point out one thing you have achieved so far that you've been at home?
Yeah. How have you developed yourself?
Because most of the answer is going to be no, because
I'm sure. Do not conclude yet. I don't need them to drop their comments below. If you are watching this video right now, then give us your feedback, man. Tell us what you've really achieved
so far.
Yeah.
Start developing yourself.
All right.
How do you develop yourself? When you let your inner mind become so active.
That's right.
We have two sides. We have mind side and eyesight.
That's right.
When you allow your mind side to develop, you keep developing. No, today, this is what I'm supposed to do today. What am I going to do to help myself? What am I going to do to help the society around me, the society? Do you understand? What are we going to do? What is the necessary thing I need to put in place? What am I supposed to do today? How many books am I supposed to read in a week? How many books am I supposed to read today? Where am I supposed to visit? What am I supposed to do? How many lives am I supposed to touch?
That's right. Your only two way you can still touch.
Yeah, you can touch any. Yeah, sure.
What about you gathering little children? In your neighborhood and impart some knowledge into them.
Knowledge is words.
That's what it is, man.
There are every time they say that you could go through your book. Sometimes you felt devastated, you feel confused, and things are not working the way you wanted it to be. But that shouldn't stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. When one door closed, other open.
That's right.
When you find yourself, if you think you're not really upgrading in this aspect, then check the other part and see if you can make positive impacts. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Develop yourself, keep developing yourself.
That's right,
Developing self is a continuous work. It's a work in progress.
This is what
It never stops.
This is what it is.
So as a student, you need to I asked some people, and they'll be like, since you've been at home, what have you been doing? What have you achieved so far? Some of them will be like, I'm tired. Going through my books is just like a stress to me. Are you serious? You understand? People work, and even at that, they still come back home and still do some readings and do some things. Then left with you from morning to night, you've been at home doing nothing. All you could do was just chat, doing things that's not even not impactful. Do you understand? So we need to change. We need to change. Things need to change. We need to develop ourselves. And how do we develop ourselves? It's from self-discipline.
That's right, man.
You start disciplining yourself.
Very key, man.
You understand? And let your inner side being at work. Let it be very, very active.
That's right.
It should be proactive, man. Do you understand?
It is what it is, man. Another thing they could do while at home is, of course, to find out what their talents are.
Thank you very much.
If you do not know what your talent is up until now, then when you're at home as a student, then I think that you should look critically into that. And of course, we should be able to share some more tips on how to actually know what your talent is as a person, right? Because your gift, of course, Proverbs says will make room for you. Will of course bring you before great men, right? So I need you to look into that as well. What is that gift? What is that talent that God Almighty has deposited into you? By the time you identify this talent and you're able to at all times use it to serve humanity, then definitely, you will not live a life of lack. You will always have or live a life of abundance, or at least have in order to meet your ends meet. Right?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's start giving the points on the tips of how to discover yourself.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Let's take for instance, I want to be a singer, a musician. As a human, you will want to do so many things.
That's right.
But the Lord who has created you has given you a designated purpose while you are on earth.
That's right.
There is a thing the Lord has given to you.
That's right.
And you must discover it. Before you discover it, there is something you need to know. You need to go down before the Lord. When your knees is on the ground, then He will stand for you.
That's right.
Do you understand?
That's
so
right.
how do you do that? You start identifying those things that the Lord has given into you by seeing it. Those things, that thing you see that you find it very easy to do.
Do it effortlessly.
Effortlessly.
And you have
you
the right joy doing it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Do you understand? It becomes so easy for you. There are things you do with stress, but when it comes to discovering yourself, it becomes so simple for you.
That's right.
Do you understand? You find yourself doing it without stress. You find yourself being happy with yourself doing it. When you discover those things you need, there are things you do that you are happy with it. That thing, check yourself. Check your mind. What is these things that I'm always doing and I'm happy with it without stress?
That's your talent.
That's your talent. You discover it.
Apart from your talent, you could also use this time to learn one or two skills.
Yeah, sure.
Right? You could learn one or two skills, man. There are lots of skills out there that you can learn these days. I do not really need to waste much time telling you about these things. You know that.
Yeah. I trust them. Yeah. So we are all youth and we know what is good for us.
Of course.
Sorry. Yeah. Before I cut, let me say this. Don't do things because somebody else is doing it. Do you understand?
Fact.
Don't do things because Mr. A is doing it.
Fact.
Find what you are happy doing. Then you can see that you will start you start increasing in it.
Yeah, of course you're talking about talents now.
Sure.
Because so many persons can actually have the same skills, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Skill, of course, is quite different from talent.
No, talent, yes.
Right? So I'm sure you're addressing the talent issue.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it doesn't mean that if you have the gift of singing, another person should not have the gift of singing. But the thing is, be sure that that is your own talent, and we're okay with you.
Yes.
And for those of you who are out there on the street and you are not finding things very funny this time around, we are all in this together, and I need you to know that we are with you, and of course we will be saying our prayers for you. And again, we need you to know that this is not time for you to start relenting. This is not time for you to start feeling lazy about anything. This is not the time for you to start feeling sorry for yourself. This is not time to start blaming your parents. This is not time to start blaming your God for placing you on this planet, on this part of the world called Nigeria, most especially. This is not the time for that. This is not the time for you to start blaming God for placing you even in America. The world is full of opportunities, right? And I need you to be quick enough, to be smart enough at all times, to be the first to identify all of those opportunities and capitalize on them, maximize those opportunities, and of course, the fortune, and of course, the things you need, of course, through those things, you will get them. Because you identify a business opportunity, for instance, and you act on that opportunity, you will definitely be the first, of course, to generate income from such ideas. And of course, if you're already out there, you have one or two things doing. You're grinding so hard, you're working so hard, you're working your butt off. I need you to know that it's a setup for me to tell you that you only need to work hard. It's time you start working smart as well, because so many persons are working hard even as we speak. Some guys are on the street pushing wheelbarrow. They are sweating. Some guys
love it, doing it.
Yeah. Some guys are on the street, you know, doing riding bikes, for instance. Some guys are on the street driving as well.
Okay.
But then I said kudos to them. But I'm saying it is high time they start getting smart with all of those processes. It's a setup for me to say you just work hard enough. Not in this era again. You really need to start working smart. You work smart. I think that for the sake of time, next week's show, we should continue. We should be able to continue in talking about working smart and not just hard.
Yeah, working smart and what the way forward.
This is what it is. This is what it is.
When you discover what you're gifted in, when you discover it, okay, if you think there are some barriers, there are things that you cannot do, just start by asking questions.
Of course.
And you can see that people will start helping you.
It's another way of being smart as well.
Sure.
You cannot do everything on your own.
Yeah.
So be free to ask questions.
Yeah.
Be free to ask people to support you in carrying out your dream and your work sometimes. Right? So working smart. Next week, next edition of the show, we are bringing to you working smart, right? You work hard, but then you really need to do what?
You need to be smart. Yeah, you need to be smart. You need to be smart.
Working hard thing.
No, we love you. We love you. That
right.
is why we're always giving you the best.
Of course, man.
We the TIS, we love you so much. And from this end, we're saying kudos to you. We're saying a very big thank you.
All times we are here for them.
Yeah, we are here for you. And if you are not there for us, we won't be here, man. We love you, man.
It's why we need you to watch this to the end.
Yeah.
We really need you to tell your friends about this show, man.
Yeah.
And of course, let them come around and learn from this wonderful show, man.
Thank you very much, man.
Of course, until we come your way again, I need you to keep on rising like a kite in the sky, man.
Yeah,
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man.